They are nicknamed granny flats, but you definitely don't want to confuse them with Grandma's comfy shoes that she'd put on after church. They are officially called accessory dwelling units, built by homeowners in a garage or backyard as an easy and quick source of rental income. These one-bedroom apartments and guest houses are considered a real boom in low-cost housing, but cities like LA are cracking down hard on residents who don't follow specific guidelines and zoning requirements.
You could be forced to tear them all down immediately. Joining us with advice is Monica D. Higgins, founder of Renovation Planners and author of the new book, Remodel Success, Home Remodeling Done Right, On Time and On Budget. Those are all things that we can get with. Welcome.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
So what are some of the things that are driving the popularity of these granny flats?
Well, as you mentioned earlier, we've got a housing crunch going on. Here's the math. We've got more people than we have housing. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
Number two, homeowners are looking for ways to earn extra income with property that they already own, and they want to earn it passively. And number three, so many of us are actually taking care of extended families. Yeah. So it makes sense to have them in our backyard, but not too close that they're actually living in the house.
Right. So how can homeowners successfully plan a granny flat project?
Well, by applying the FLAT method that I've come up with. It's an acronym that I've coined. F stands for find out eligibility, because what's allowed in Beverly Hills may not be allowed in Santa Monica. L, list your priorities. So you're going to have your must-haves and your nice-to-haves. So if you really want solar panels, that's going to go on your must-have list. A, you want to assess your budget, and your mission is to make sure you've secured enough financing so you can actually complete the project, because you don't want to get stuck in the middle when it's not done. And then you also want to make sure that you take time to plan. You need to figure out every single detail that goes into your project before you start construction. So that's going to be your fixtures, your finishes, the floor plan, everything.
It sounds like a great idea. Ooh, I'd like that rental income, or, you know, it's a great place for grandma.
Yeah.
But I imagine people make mistakes when they're doing it. What are some of the common mistakes?
Well, it goes back to planning. I beat my clients over the head with planning because it's so important. Because if you plan on the fly, that doesn't cut it, because it actually cuts into your bank account, which means you're going to spend much more than you should have.
And how can people avoid those delays when it comes to construction and budget and all that kind of stuff?
I'm going to beat it over the head. Planning, again. Thinking about everything that you want to do before you get started. That's so critical. In my business, if I don't plan, I'm not going to be successful.
Right.
And my clients aren't either. And then thinking about your budget. Your budget is not just the labor and materials. That's what most people think it is. That's only a piece of it. The other piece is that you have to think about all the costs that happen before you actually hire a contractor, architect, engineer, the cost of going through the planning, getting a permit. And then you want to make sure you have a contingency. You want to make sure that if something doesn't go according to plan, that you actually have money so you're covered.
And what are the best practices for closing out a granny flat project?
Well, start out right from the get-go. Gather all the documents you need in one place so you have fingertip access to them. You want to be able to track your expenses, so you're going to be the ultimate bean counter, tracking every penny. You want to also track your tasks. So keep a running list of all the things that need to be completed before you make your final payment to the contractor. And then you want to have a final walkthrough. So that list that I just talked about basically is your granny flat GPS. You navigate the granny flat with the contractor to make sure everything that's on the list gets taken care of.
Once again, Monica D. Higgins, founder of Renovation Planners and author of the new book, Remodel Success. And something special for our viewers in the greater Los Angeles area, they can schedule a free granny flat project evaluation by phone by going to calendly.com/Monica D. Higgins. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
Good to see you.